Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel that is Science Unlocked, and today we will going to continue the next natural calamity, that is floods. Now what happens is, what are floods? Floods are basically the condition where we will going to see that there will be large dry land areas which will be submerged in water because of various factors. Now it could be because of multiple reasons. There are multiple components which are attached with this particular phenomena, but one thing which is very very important is that it will going to be related with the concept of water. Now what happens is, one important aspect along with this particular phenomena is this, that this particular calamity is somewhat related with the weather aspect. That means this particular calamity, or you can say occurrence of this particular calamity, is going to be because of the weather or climate factor. How? That we will be able to understand by looking at the different types of flood. So there are going to be three types of flood that we will going to learn in detail. One of it is the flash flood, then we have river floods, then we have coastal floods. So we will look into the detail of these three kinds of floods one by one, with which you people will be able to understand that what exactly are the reason behind these particular floods and what exactly are the various factors which we will going to look into or keep into consideration. Now the very first thing, that is the flash flood. Now this thing is generally observed because of the problems which is going to be because of the urbanization in most of the cases. Because what happens is, sometimes we make different kinds of developments, we do different kinds of changes in the surroundings that we are living in, but we do not look into the factors where we should be looking into the things, that how exactly the water which is being collected because of heavy rains will go. That means I'm talking about the sewage and the drainage system. So what happens, that we make such kind of roads where there will be elevations, there will be depressions, and we will going to make such kind of constructions over where there will going to be certain amount of difference in the height of the locality, leading into difference in the amount of water being received by that particular area. So ultimately what happens, if we will not going to look into the drainage system of that particular area, it will going to lead to the problems like flash floods, over where the water will not be able to move out or will not be drained properly after the rains, resulting into its collection and stagnation, leading to such kinds of floods. The next category is the river floods. Now in case of river floods, what happens, it is because of the overflowing of river. Now this overflowing of river can be because of two major factors. One of it is the snow melting, that means the glaciers from where the rivers are being refilled. That particular area is actually getting more and more water, is receiving more and more water because of the melting of snow and melting of glaciers. That thing leads to river floods, and the other component is rain. Because what happens, because of the raining process also, sometimes the overall capacity of a river is exceeded because the heavy rainfall, resulting into over floods, and we can say overflowing of the rivers. Now one factor which adds up in the case of river floods is dam formation as well, because the reservoirs that we make for the dams, that get occupied with huge amount of water, for which we have to release the amount of water, ultimately leading to the problem of river overflow, leading into the problem of river floods. That means floods in the nearby areas. The last but not the least is the coastal floods. Now this particular kind of flood is most of the times found or observed in the coastal regions of the country, or any other place which is in the coastal region. And the major factor is the tropical cyclones or tsunami behind this particular factor. What happens is that whenever there will going to be any sort of tropical cyclone, tropical hurricane, or anything else which is taking place in between the sea or the ocean, it, or you can say tsunami, because of which a huge amount of water is coming towards the shore or the coastal region. It ultimately leads to the problem where the area will be occupied by huge amount of water, and it will be filled by huge amount of water, leading to the problems like coastal floods. Because what happens is, during tsunami, tropical cyclone, the amount of water which is coming to the um, coastal region is in the form of high tides, and the energy which is generated over here will going to be huge amount of energy. So once it will going to get normalized, it will going to lead to the conditions of floods. So what we can conclude after these three categories of floods is that there will going to be multiple causes for the floods, out of which the rainfall, heavy rainfall, will going to be the major one. Then we have problems like ocean waves coming to the shore, tsunami in the coastal region, then the glacier melting and the snow melting on the mountain hill, breakage of dam, or you can say release of water from the dam, lake or river overflow, then the tropical cyclone, vegetation lacking of vegetation in a particular area, then the problem in the drainage system or the sewage system. These things are the major causes of floods that we can conclude after these three categories of floods that we have learnt about. Now, what exactly is the effect of flood? Now there are multiple categories of the damage that we will going to observe, or the effects that we will going to see after the floods. Now the first one that we are looking into is the physical damage. That means what damage is caused to the things that we have made, or you can say in terms of buildings, offices, schools, dams, and such things. Sometimes landslides are also accommodated along with the floods. So that is also a type of physical damage. Then we have casualty in terms of loss of people, loss of livestock, loss of different kinds of animals, causing of such kind of diseases and epidemics, leading to further life loss. Then we have problem with reference to water supply as well as food supply, because the amount of water that we have in our surroundings will going to be contaminated, and it will become difficult for the people to obtain fresh water. Ultimately, it will going to lead to the problems related with the food supply and crop supply as well, because we will not be able to find any amount of water for irrigation. We won't be able to store food properly, because there would be many different kinds of containers which will be floating around in the water, and there will be multiple things which will be affected because of the flowing of this water and coming of this water from these areas in the affected region. So ultimately what happens, it affects all these things. Now one important aspect is the effect to the forest and wildlife. Like if we talk about a village which is being affected because of the overflowing of river, or a coastal area which is affected, there could be some sort of wildlife vegetation which is available over there, and that particular area will be definitely going to be affected over there, because the direction in which the water is flowing, we cannot control that thing. Ultimately that is one of the affected area. Now what happens is, whenever condition like flood takes place, it will going to be a huge area, and every time it will be observed that more or less amount of soil, fertile soil, will also be moved from the particular area to some other area, leading into the concept of soil erosion. Ultimately these things going to affect the overall fertility of that particular area as well. Now, there are few other things as well. For example, if we talk about the power plant, the road supply, communication, because the towers also get affected, power supply also get affected. So these things ultimately create lots and lots of problem for the people, those who are there in the affected area. Then one thing that we observe in terms of the effects of flood is that people who are the sufferers or are the victims of this particular calamity will going to ultimately face the problem of initiating their life from the very beginning, because most of their resources have been affected, and it is very very difficult to provide facilities and resources to such huge amount of people at a very same time or at a single point of time. So these are the things that we can say are the major impact that we see in terms of floods. Now, how actually, like, can we manage these things, or can we somehow reduce the impact of floods? Then the answer is yes. There are certain factors with which, keeping in mind, we can control the overall impact and damage of the flood, because as we all know that it is a weather related problem, so we can do the mapping of areas. That means we can identify certain areas and region where the area is highly prone to flood, leading into such conditions where, if we got any sort of a message from the weather department that this particular area will going to experience heavy rainfall, or this particular area may experience any sort of tropical cyclone or tsunami, then in that case we can ask the people to move to a safer elevated area, because we know that particular region is a highly prone area for floods. Now, it is very very important to make sure that whenever we are doing any sort of constructions in such area which are flood prone area, we should make sure that best material and best structures are opted out from the architectural department, as well as the engineers which are making or working towards the uplifting of that particular area. Then one thing which we can do is that we can keep in mind that if we are talking about the residential areas and complexes, they should always be situated in the elevated area, because in this case what will happen, at least we will be able to save the basic requirement of the people in that particular area. Now what happens is, proper amount of things can be done in terms of the land usage. That means what we can do is, if we know that a particular area is a highly prone area, in that case we can actually control the kind of constructions that we are going to allow in that particular area. And that is how proper important architectural part also comes into play and will help in this particular process. Then what we can do is that we can take care of the different interconnected rivers, and we can help these people by like directing these particular interconnections of different kinds of rivers to the affected area, so that they get at least basic water for drinking purposes and doing their basic household things. Then we can take the help from nature in terms of planting more and more trees, because they help in controlling this whole process and whole damage at a very great extent. Then the other option that we can do is, we can actually like do such kind of activities in our daily life, because of which we will not going to promote such things, in which there are different factors comes up, like planting more trees, making sure of the climate change which is taking place, and be sensitized towards this thing. So these are a few things with which we can actually help the government also in keeping a check on the flood management as well. Now here are a few flood safety tips, that what exactly can be done during the flood condition, out of which the major things are like this only: that proper communication should be established, there should be proper supply of water, and we should be taking care of the electricity appliances, and be in contact with the media or any sort of news to have the current update or the exact condition of the affected area. And there are multiple such other things which we can keep in mind. With this, we are done with the topic of flood and related aspects with the flood. I hope the concept was quite clear with every one of you. Till then, we will keep on learning the same things again and again, and but next time we will go to the next topic. Until then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.